I was in California after when Jack met with Ricky for the first time, and he called me, and almost in a whisper he was telling me that this wonderful meeting had taken place and that he had this job offer, and he described it in some detail, but the main thing he told me was we had to be quiet about it. We couldn't tell other people until it was announced. And he was a bit vague about what it was he'd been offered. He knew that it was not the Brown Bombers, as some had thought earlier on, that Ricky was not forming a Brown Bomber team. But I think he didn't know the extent of the opportunity at that point in time, and he was just elated to have a job.
There would have been no bone in my grandfather's body that would have ever stomached the summary of this as a great experiment, because in that vein, at least in modern times, I think, in that vein it would have meant that this were a thing to be put out to trial, to test. It happens good, it happens bad, let's see what happens. There was absolutely a total commitment of every corpuscle in his body, and one of his joys, one of his total joys, was to stumble across a person with as deep a commitment, with as deep a fire and intensity and willingness to give his life, give everything he had to making it succeed, as he found in Jackie Robinson. So I do. I resisted. I say my grandfather would not have tolerated it a minute to have had it summarized as an experiment.
We had guys at that time were better than Jackie at that time, because Jackie had only played 1 year in that league, but Jackie was ready for the major leagues right then. See, and so we had other guys that should have been playing in the major leagues. But this was an excellent choice. That it started us thinking differently as a people. What Jackie did is, we had been going to a filling station in Oklahoma for 20 years. We'd never gone to the restroom. The restroom was off limits for blacks. And this morning, we played ball that night, had a great crowd, and the man was at the ball game too. He'd seen us there many times, see. Said, oh, you boys put on a great show, it was a great game last night, and the people really enjoyed it. He put the hole in the tank. Jackie gets off the bus and starts walking toward the restroom. Where you going, boy? I'm going to the restroom. Boy, you know you can't go to the restroom. Jackie said, take the hose out the tank. The man thought about it, you know. We got a 50-gallon tank on this side and a 50-gallon tank on the other side. He's not going to sell 100 gallons of gas to one customer until we got back there again. You know what he said? You boys go to the restroom, but don't stay long. That's what he said. But the thing about it is, the gist of the thing is this. After that, we never got gas at a filling station that we couldn't go to the restroom. We never went to played in a town that they didn't have a hotel or some place for us to sleep, or some place for us to eat. Jackie, this was Jackie. We were acclimated to segregation and to the things that they would, the embarrassing things they would do to us. But oh, Jackie was cut off a different piece of cloth.
even the great Martin Luther King Jr. couldn't understand how a person at this time, in this time of our, of our history, would have to go through what Jackie Robinson went through because he wanted to play baseball, had the audacity to want to play baseball in these United States of America.
Jack was a race man. Jack was completely devoted to our race, completely preoccupied by the needs of our race. And so he could transcend that stuff just because there was a long-range goal, it was a big goal, and he had to help achieve it.
Jackie Robinson hit that ball. It went zooming across the left field wall. Yeah, boy.
Yes, yes, Jackie hit that ball.
And when he swung his bat, the crowd went wild because he knocked that ball a solid mile. Yeah, boy.
Yes, yes, Jackie hit that ball.
Yeah!
I've always advocated, and I still will advocate until the day I close my eyes and die. I will advocate, and I will always say that there should be a national holiday honoring Jackie Roosevelt Robinson, so then all people, kids and everybody else, will know who this man is because they'll get a day off, a holiday like it is for Martin Luther King Jr., like they do for President's Day.